shit. Joined by the friend, the vice queen of Houston J-Rain, who pushed the 2010. Got more titties for the average man. Something to say. Sit back, it's time to breathe the heart away. Oh, trees that each come in, like need to fight. Yeah. Oh, you know, second Harry Papa fire. The chimney cry, yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. Tuesday night, time, ooh, and the time is right. Ooh, time, yeah. Got no time to play. Leave the hard way. Oh, Real estate, Bobby runs a tight ship. Queen Doreen always give him shit. Joined by the friend, the vice queen of Houston J-Rain, who pushed the 2010. Got more titties for the average man. Something to say. Sit back, it's time to breathe the heart away. Oh, trees that each come in, like need to fight. Yeah. Oh, you know, second Harry Papa fire. The chimney cry, yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. Tuesday night, time, ooh, and the time is right. Ooh, time, yeah. Got no time to play. Leave the hard way. Oh, Real estate, Bobby runs a tight ship. Queen Doreen always give him shit. Joined by the friend
out in Vegas where the nights are bright. Dimitri and Doreen light up the site. He's the real estate poppy, closing deals all day. She's everybody's favorite, spreading love in every way. But come Tuesday night, it's a whole new scene. They link up live with Gender Houston Queen. She's the vice queen of H-Town, proud as can be. And behind the scenes, Tia keeps it running. running smoothly. Free the hard way on a Tuesday night. Tears in the booth, making sure it's tight. Two cities apart, but they feel so near. When they go live, it's the show of the year.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to this episode of Three the Hard Way. I'm your host, Real Estate Poppy, Dimitri. There's my lovely wife, Doreen. And here is our best friend, Jen Glenn. How you ladies
Hello.
doing?
Hi.
I'm doing great.
So let me just go and get this out of the way. I reconfigured my office a little bit. So I'm running the show from my laptop, and my normal computer, my desktop, is right. Well, I guess for you, it's right there. And muscle memory has me going to the keyboard for this computer. So it's it's a little strange right now. But so if you see me doing some crazy stuff and I cuss a little bit, that's why.
No.
Okay, I have follow-up questions. Why are you rearranging? Like, what's going on?
I needed to make a change. And when I start doing my podcast, I'm going to have a regular camera in front of me, and my desktop would have been blocking it.
Okay.
So that's the main reason. But I did need to shake stuff up a little bit because, yeah, this needs to stop being a hobby. I've never had a hobby that was this expensive. So since my lovely wife has let me buy all this stuff, it's not even try anymore. We just have to do something with it. So I am locked and loaded.
And I disagree with you using your keyboard as an excuse for swearing tonight. I was like, you always swearing, Michi.
Well, I'm going to try not to. I've been pretty good lately. So,
Mhm.
I mean, at least on camera.
Gigi says your shirt says it all.
There you
I
go.
am. I'm a simple man.
There you go. Mhm.
How was your day, Gentry?
My day was good. It was eventful and good. You know, it had a happy ending. This air conditioner.
It had a happy end. I bet it did, Jen Glenn. I bet
Oh,
it did.
more unhappy endings later. But yeah, this air conditioner keeps trying to take all my money.
What happened now?
Oh man, same thing. So
He
I
wanted
had to,
another peep, didn't he?
hold on. I had to no, that was the electrician. So now I had to call out a professional for the HVAC. And so it looks like the compressor, the contactor that's on the compressor, enough with all that stuff. It was getting too much voltage. So it had burnt itself out. So I had to buy a new one. So hopefully it doesn't happen again.
Was it getting too much voltage because of what the man last week did?
The electrician.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know. So because if I have to call somebody else out, my daughter is gonna have to, I'm gonna have to do a fundraiser to buy her school clothes. So
Mm.
y'all just
that old man is gone now.
what old
He's probably
man?
back in Mississippi or wherever. He was like, I got a peep. I got some money. I'm out.
You're like, I'm good.
How was your day, babe?
It was interesting. It was good. I wasn't feeling very good earlier, so I took a nice little 2-hour nap that I really seriously needed. But I did fix some furniture. I was fixing furniture yesterday. I had screwdrivers out. I had
Oh
glue
yeah, that's
out.
right. Because your man doesn't put up furniture, huh?
Hell yeah. Michi don't know nothing about putting together furniture. I mean, he tried to help me yesterday and got absolutely nothing done.
Doreen,
So
I
I'm
remember
holding his
when your
hand. I
dad,
figured it out. Love you,
I
babe.
remember when your dad came to town
Yeah,
and
is
your
that
dad was putting up furniture.
same thing?
Doreen, let
Yeah.
me have a man in the house and my daddy is putting up furniture.
Yep, that's pretty much. So that's why yesterday I was trying to fix the furniture, not the same ones that my dad put together, but a different piece of furniture. So
You can put together all this furniture, but you still can't silence your computer.
Yeah, I know.
And look on my LinkedIn. There's nothing on there about manual labor or furniture builder.
Right.
I'm not Jesus.
Oh God. So I still got the screwdrivers out. So
I mean, that was bad furniture anyway that we bought. So
Here's something funny about this. So he said he's going to go get a screwdriver to try and help me, right? Do you know
Okay.
what this man comes back with? Once again,
What?
love you, babe. He comes
it
back.
was a screwdriver.
It comes back with one of these little tiny multi tools that has like a corkscrew on it, and it's like a little switchblade on it.
So like
Is that
a Swiss Army knife.
Yeah, I was like, I ended up going out to the garage to get an actual screwdriver. I
well?
was like, that is.
I had screwdrivers in that drawer, but somebody took them out.
So I was like, yeah.
I'm glad you're trying to make me like the bad guy. There's always 2 screwdrivers in there, and it wasn't. There were no
Yeah,
screwdrivers.
Doreen,
there,
he did the
so-
best he could.
It's okay. We're under control now. I just have to put the drawer back into the dresser, so we're under control.
I'm good on my AC problems now. It's
Oh, Lord.
hopefully it's holding. Fingers
Right.
crossed.
We'll
Yeah.
Happy
see.
ending HVAC. Houston's finest way to blow. Kendall, let me tell you something. Let this AC keep going out. That's gonna be the name of my LLC.
Like, everybody's just piling up on me now. You can't put together furniture. You sound like my mom.
Not with a Swiss Army knife.
I'm not even going to talk about Ubi because she has some stuff going on that I don't want to embarrass her.
Oh my
Like,
God.
Hold up,
that-
wait. If Ubi messes up, we all in trouble.
About, I'm not going to say anything about those old men at our job that keep. All right, let's move on to the show, everybody. So,
Oh Lord.
guess what day it is, y'all?
What day is it?
And bring the notes up on this other side. It is National Post Workers Day.
Why is he in the water?
That's not water.
What is
No,
it?
it's ground. It's just that smooth brick or that smooth cobblestone
Oh, it's
looking
just
type.
shiny. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and he has rims, and it's
Oh, is
and
that
it's
what
drop.
it is? Got the
That must
rim.
be a H-Town postal truck.
Well, that's the theme for today. So let
Yeah.
me put some respect on these postal workers' name before we get shot.
All right.
Amen.
All right. So, and we're going to start off a little somber because this is a thankless job, and we all know about thankless jobs. This Dallas postal worker, he collapsed and died on the job.
Damn.
A 51-year-old Dallas letter carrier, Jacob Taylor, collapsed while working his route in the Dallas Medical District and later died at the hospital. Taylor had been with the USPS for 28 years and
Wow.
was filling in for a colleague. Jesus Christ, somebody called in.
And he comes in and dies.
While official cause is pending autopsy, extreme heat is
Mm.
expected, especially since this echoes a similar heat-related death of Eugene Gates, another carrier, in 2023.
R.I.P. R.I.P. to both
R.I.P.
those families.
Absolutely. Postal unions are urging better safety protections for carriers, highlighting hazards like high temperatures, lack of AC in vehicles, crime, and old equipment.
What? There's
And
no
in
AC?
Dallas and Houston, what, man?
There's no AC in these vehicles?
Apparently not. And in like Dallas and Houston, you have to worry about pit bulls and Rottweilers. Sorry, Rockwallers. Dobermans.
Wait. Meet I don't mean to stop you. Wait, what are they called again?
So they're Rottweilers, but you know our people, we call them Rockwallers.
Yeah, I thought that's what they were called, Rockwallers.
Where's your button?
Oh my God. Where's the button? Where's the button?
Why
You
do
can
shit
t-
like this.
You can take the girl out of H-Town.
Yeah. So yeah, Rottweilers and pit bulls. So yeah, today on National Postal Workers Day, we honor the dedication and did I mistype that? Come on, Duke, you can do better than that.
Uh-oh.
Anyway, we
Duke's
honor their
back in the picture.
dedication.
Yes.
And the dedication of all mail carriers like Jacob and Eugene and many other unsung heroes. Their work connects communities every day. Let's take a moment to appreciate and support them.
Amen. Well, you know what? Our mail carrier, Michi, he old, and
He's
it's
like
100
90.
and yes, and it's like 120 degrees out, and here he is carrying the mail every day. He's like
Sometimes I
90
feel
years
bad
old.
for him. I'm like, hey man, let me ride with you, and I'll help out for like 10 houses, but then you have to bring me back and drop me off.
So
Yeah.
I don't think they're allowed to do that, Michi. Because you're
Oh.
not supposed to tamper with somebody's federal mail unless you have that,
I'm not
authority
gonna
to do
tamper,
so. Well, I know,
but
but I don't think you can even handle it, right? Or whatever. I
watch
want
this.
I want to say something about postal carriers.
There you
I
go.
want to give y'all some tips. I know I'm gonna give you 2 tips on like how to support your postal carrier. But
Okay.
first, I just want to say, just because this happened to me, when I rented a house before I bought this house, I would put basically the rent in the in my mailbox, because we still had those mailboxes that are attached to the house, at least in my old neighborhood. And so I would leave the money in there, and then the guy who owned the house, he would come and pick it up. Well,
Mhm.
one day the mail carrier was late and she stole my rent.
Oh my God.
Houston,
She stole my
Here
rent
we go.
money.
Houston.
damn it.
Damn.
I
How
tried
do
to,
you go in the mailbox, see something in there, and then take it and still deliver my mail?
Damn, Houston.
Okay, but so I hope nothing bad comes. I hope everything bad happens to her and her descendants. But for everybody else,
Her descendants.
um, so basically, leave the postal worker a drink on a hot day. Just leave a bottle of cold water with a note that says for a postal worker or a mail carrier. And at Christmas time, leave your postal worker a tip. I leave mine on the mailbox with a little on the envelope. On the envelope, it says for postal worker. If you don't know their names, I used to know my old postal worker's name, but we have a new one. So, but yeah, that's it.
Or like the Amazon guys too. I mean, gosh, dang.
I don't really
especially
support the
here.
Amazon guys because they're not the same all the time. They're always different here.
Yeah.
Well, I think they know us because out of the however many days we lived in this house,
Mhm.
there's probably like 3 days and the week we were on the cruise that they haven't been here.
Oh, I know. Meet you. I'm the same way. I don't leave my house to shop. I shop from my couch.
Hell yes, I do.
Kaleo had a
Shop,
suggestion.
grocery shop, Amazon shop, all from the
Kaleo
house.
said, in the extreme heat, show your mail carrier some love. Show him a titty.
Oh,
I
show
don't.
me.
I don't
There
think
you
she would
go.
appreciate that. I just got to be honest. I don't think she would appreciate that.
That's why she stole your money.
Yeah.
My 90-year-old mail carrier probably would appreciate mine.
Erica says that never happened in her neighborhood. You know what's funny? Never happened to me before either. I swear to God.
Well, we can't go into the show on a somber note talking about 2 of these brave people dying. And
Mhm.
while we're going into this thing to lighten the mood, like, subscribe, and share. Because y'all just sitting there anyway. So let me see what Risa said really quick before I brighten the mood. People used to leave a mini fridge for all the delivery people that came. Oh, that's
Oh, mini fridge.
but in Gentry's neighborhood, they would steal that mini fridge. So but see, the postal workers aren't built the way they were built when we were growing up.
No.
Let me show you what I mean.
I don't know. I think we got the same one. Mickey.
Maybe. There's a
that
whole bunch of who was making all that noise? Y'all want me to go Ike? All right.
It's not
Day
me.
period, the I team went undercover in the main post office parking lot downtown. We found more drinking and loafing going on here than at a fraternity cake party.
Oh.
They say you can learn a lot about a person by going through their garbage. Well, look what we found. By going through the trash inside the employee parking lot here at the main post office.
At the main post office, booze is the beverage of choice, all hours of the day. It got so bad, supervisors called a special meeting to warn workers that the binges were getting out of hand. That didn't stop these two postal employees from pounding down a few. It's only 10 a.m., and already this guy's enjoying a bud. He chases it down with some hard stuff and another beer, followed by some liquid refreshment from a second liquor bottle. A few days later, neither rain nor sleet nor snow kept the same postal worker from his...
Could y'all hear that?
Yeah.
Yes.
Like good, or can you hear it through my mic? Because
No,
don't
I
see-
hear it. I hear it really well.
I heard it good.
Okay, let's proceed.
familiar spot in the parking lot and his portable bar. They're told one supervisor had her tires slashed. Another was beaten so badly by an employee he had to be hospitalized. No wonder workers are allowed to repair their cars and hang out at a nearby bar, where we caught one woman smoking what looked a lot like pot. Over a 10-day period, the I-team went undercover in the main post office parking lot downtown. We found more drinking and loafing going on here than at a fraternity cake party.
They say you can learn a lot about a person.
Oh, so we're starting over. So yeah,
Where was this?
I think it was Cleveland.
Oh,
So
I was
it
going to
makes
Houston.
sense.
That sounds
It make-
Cleveland.
Yeah, it makes sense. Ohio. It's that's where Ubi's from. So
Let me tell you something. Those were those men from back in the day. They could do a 12-hour shift drunk and still get all that work done. Because I'm
Right.
telling you what, did you see that trash can? It was full of beer bottles. I bet it wasn't full of mail. These carriers now, it would have been full of mail.
they
And
leave the
beer
mail at
bottles.
the end of the block sometimes.
Oh, God.
Exactly. It was only full of bottles. Okay.
Yep, that's
But you
true.
said, I mean, they
So
gotta stay warm
sometimes
in
you
the
might
morning.
choke your supervisor, but everybody in the neighborhood got their mail.
Hell yeah, they did.
And
you
that's what
imagine
truly
that, though?
matters.
He beat up one so bad they had to go to the hospital.
Yeah, I believe that back in the day. That's why they used to go postal.
That's what they mean when they say that, going postal.
I think they went postal because they made them stop drinking.
Maybe.
Because postal was like,
Yeah.
but he said, what? These
Nothing,
people,
Ubi.
yeah, they were drinking. And they're from Ohio, and yeah,
Yeah.
it tracks. You ready for our first ad? It's a little bit early today because we have, our Generation Next topic. It's kind of like an
So-
intervention.
So much to get into. All right. Tia's Trinkets.
Aw.
Are you looking for a unique handcrafted item? Dive into Tia's Trinkets. You can find pins that pop and keychains with character. Check out Tia's Trinkets on Instagram.
And Tia does such a good job. Except for when Miles wants his lunch, and then she's like,
You better eat those goddamn scallops. You gonna let me taste these scallops. You better eat them scallops.
Poor
"You just
Tia.
said, my kind of postal truck." Right, except it didn't have there's not really a hood that you can paint Jesus on, but I know what you mean.
Oh, let me tell you something. With those rims on it, I promise you, it'll be a bunch of people in Houston driving that postal truck as their own vehicle.
But they don't really want those rims on the ones in Houston. They want the swangers and bangers, don't
They
they?
want the swingers too. They'll take those, but yeah, they really want the swingers.
They're going to take these and then take them to the pawn shop and get money and then go buy the other one.
Get some swingers.
All right, y'all. So it's been hot. And again, y'all buy some stuff from Tia because she does amazing work. This
Is
is
she walking out of an ice cube? Or what is she
she's try-
doing?
she's trying to back into an ice cube.
Oh, she's trying to back into an ice cube.
Yeah, because it's hot. It's hot everywhere.
Hot.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's been hotter in some of the beehive cities like Boston and other places than Vegas. We've been actually kind of cool on a couple of days compared to the rest of the hive cities. So, well, we know what Gentry's doing to try to stay cool. Flashing old men who don't know how to fix air conditioners. I bet you feel real dumb right now. You showed that man everything, and
And I would like to let it be known that I did not do that to the HVAC man. I did that to the electrician.
how'd that
Oh,
work out for you?
still didn't work. Still
I
doesn't work.
got a discount. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, you know I didn't do that on purpose. It was hot in there because I didn't have any AC.
Oh, God.
You got a discount and it still didn't work. So other than calling out tradespeople to fix your air conditioner, have you been doing anything else to try to maintain your sanity by staying cool?
Well, what I worry about the most trying to stay cool is that I don't want a $400 electric bill. So what I'll do is I'll try to run the fans, drink some ice cold Crystal Light. I'll have my ceiling fan rotating the whole day just so I can keep my costs down.
Well, and like they told us when we were little, go sit down somewhere.
Exactly.
Not here. We crank that air conditioner.
I have to put on a hoodie sometimes because the vent is right here. I'm like, Jesus Christ, it's crisp in here. So
Well, you didn't tell me that. We can turn it back up.
nah, it's not worth it.
Right. It's
Is it?
nice to be cool, but when I see that bill, I'm like, nah. Everybody wearing t-shirts. If you feel like you need to put a blanket on, turn that AC up.
Turn it up.
Well, chat, what are y'all doing to stay cool? Because we feel kind of spoiled here because in our old house was kind of big. So we run the air the same way now as we did then.
Yeah.
And those bills were ridiculous.
I actually turned it up a degree yesterday, Michi. Did you even notice?
No, I had on a hoodie.
Oh, see, I even turned it up a degree.
Oh, maybe you can turn up a couple more degrees.
Maybe save us an extra couple bucks.
Looks like Lewis uses fans.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I think the next house that we get, we have to have solar because, well, you know how I am with the AC. Like when we had our apartment in Lone Tree and the maintenance people came out and they were mad because it froze.
Yep. You had froze the air conditioner.
And I mean, I need to be comfortable. So I apologize to them for that. But yeah, I'm not going to be out here suffering and sweating and musty, walking around all tart.
You walk around all tart anyway, Michi.
You a little sassy today, huh?
I got me some sass.
Y'all, talking about musty. You know, I went to my sister's wedding. My sister Chrissy, yay, my little sister, she married, and congratulations to her this past Saturday. And so I'm out there, you know, we're dancing during all of the line dances, and you know, we're just all out there dancing. So I come home, I remember I threw my dress on the bed, and I went back later to what the outfits that I had chosen, they were still on the bed. So I was hanging them back up, and I was like, oh, let me hang my dress back up. When I tell you I picked that dress up and it was so musty. I sweat so much. It was so musty from all of that dancing. I was like, oh my God. I hope that didn't set in until I got home.
Gentry, why you smell like that?
Y'all know I'm from Texas. So
I
excited.
had the same issue though, because like I think the last wedding we went to was my niece's wedding.
Yep.
And every time I go to Jesus Christ, every time I go to a wedding, I sweat out the tuxedo. I'm glad I don't own it, and I get it from Men's Warehouse. I was like, man, they have to burn this because it's. And welcome to the show, Rollinism.
Rollinism.
Ubi says, dang. Dang, you be musty. That's unfortunate. Put the aluminum back in. Doreen was just talking. I don't be around here musty. That was Gentry being musty.
You smell your own pit.
Listen, I normally
coming from
Ubi. Listen, that wedding started at the wedding was on time. It was like started at 2:45, and we danced. So, you know, the ceremony is less than an hour. So we didn't leave there until 8:00, and we were dancing the whole time. And I got that dress home and smelled it the next day when I was putting my stuff up. I was like, oh no.
They're going to talk about you at the family reunion.
Yes.
Oh,
I was like, no.
Like, ooh, I hope you wash your ass. Not like at the wedding.
Meet you, I'm gonna have to be like those old people that put some powder on. I'm gonna have to start wearing powder under my clothes.
Well, and Ubi, I am a big proponent of that. You have to have that aluminum in your deodorant. You can't be walking around trying to be all natural, especially in Houston in the summer.
Yeah, I don't do natural anything. If it says natural, I'm passing it up. Give me the stuff with all the chemicals in it.
Thank you, Gigi. Enjoy the pool time. When you get out of the pool, When you take your shower, put on some deodorant to sleep in as well. It, it won't hurt.
Oh, good.
We said the whole room was probably musty gin. They didn't know it was you.
Yeah,
Well,
I
because you
hope
know
not.
those Glens, they roll together.
We sure do.
Mhm.
Hopefully, that's what I'm saying, y'all. That's what I'm saying. I really hope that didn't set in until after I got home. You know how like after you stopped and the dress set up for a little bit, because I was like, I would be so embarrassed if I was leaving that wedding smelling like that.
What if you wouldn't have driven and you would have like taken an Uber?
Oh my gosh.
Well,
I would hope nobody said anything, so I hope it wasn't that bad. But I know
what
how
were
I
they gonna
sweat.
say though?
Mm-mm. I have children. Children don't care about your feelings, Beachy.
Okay, that's a fair point. Kendall
Yeah.
said you need some tussie.
Yeah, I need some Nah, Tessie ain't strong enough.
You need that clinical Mitchum
I don't know what
in that
Tussie is.
green. It's
Tessie is that
deodorant,
old
man.
school deodorant. It was like
You need some
yeah,
Arid Extra Dry when you take those 2
yeah.
fingers and dip it in that cream.
What? You put it on with your fingers?
How else you gonna put it on?
Mm.
Stick?
Nah, we're talking about Arid Extra Dry, baby. They
I
like
don't know what
old
that
school.
is either.
Jesus Christ.
I'm white.
And Tia said white people used it. They didn't make that just for black people.
I don't
And
know.
y'all talked about me
Yes.
carrying deodorant. I didn't make fun
No,
of you, Tia.
Tia, never again. I won't get caught up like that again. I didn't know what was happening at the time because I would have rectified the situation. But yeah, when I got home and smelled that dress, good Lord. And
Lewis
I got
said
a lot of compliments on that dress too.
until they smelled it. Lewis said you out there smelling like a
Until they
Whopper
got
with
close.
cheese with extra onions. Yeah, that's a rough thing to be called is musty because especially when you're younger, because you carry that. Like if they call you musty in 2nd grade and to the day you graduate, you
You
musty.
must
Like
be. Yeah, that's your nickname.
there's this guy named his initials are TL, and Lewis and I grew up with him. And the thing is, he was musty for the next 10 years, but that's beside the point.
What? Musty for 10 years?
Well, every day in school he was musty. Maybe he had issues at home. I shouldn't have said that.
Maybe he didn't have very good hygiene.
Maybe.
Obviously.
Yeah.
You said rub your
Obviously.
fingers in the tussie so you can smell it. Make sure it's fresh.
I don't think Ubi knows what Tussie is.
Yeah.
I would
think
just
she
say
think
that.
about the old men at work.
I don't think Ubi knows what Tussie is
That's
exactly.
a T, Ubi. Not another consonant. Tia said, what if Miles put his hands in my purse? I wouldn't put it past him. But I mean, you frighten them too because I'm not going to play the scallops button. We need to get on with the show because I'm a little hungry and we need to eat.
Okay.
And this is like, I'm not a Buffalo Wild Wings fan because
Not a huge fan.
the last time I had like some of their chicken, I wish I had the Kindle button up. Ooh, man, my stomach was
Tore
like it was
up?
marching on Washington. Just like the last time I ate at Cheesecake Factory. And it hurts me because they have this thing going on where they have bottomless appetizers for $9.99.
Are we going?
I don't feel like putting on clothes, but
Whoa. You don't have clothes on?
like going
Stand
out
up.
clothes.
Stand up.
I have on my work pajamas.
Oh.
So the offer is guests can indulge in endless. You start with 2 rounds. You just can't have all this stuff come out at once, but you can get 2 appetizers at a time, and including mozzarella sticks, onion rings, fried pickles, hatch queso, chips and sauce. Let me just go through the whole thing. So you have the mozzarella sticks, the hatch queso, pretzel knots, fried pickles, fries, tater tots, the beer battered onion rings, cheese curds, loaded potato wedges, and hush puppies.
I've seen the commercials, so I know here in Vegas is doing it.
Maybe
Loaded
we do
potato
need
wedges.
to go because I'm starved
I
like
want
Marvin in a vegetable
I want
garden
the
right now.
cheese curds.
Oh, I wish I could go with y'all.
Maybe you should go and then we'll go and we'll just FaceTime each other.
I have to be honest with you. I don't even know where the closest Buffalo Wild Wings is out here. There's one close to me. We have what's that other place that's green?
Wingstop.
Wingstop. You hear me talking about that other place that's green. Y'all, I'm not a big fan of little bits of food. Like I want to go to a chicken place that sell real chicken, not like wings.
Like
Not little.
KFC. That have
Yeah.
that big piece.
But if we were all together, I would definitely
Uh,
go with y'all.
Tia, just correct. See, that's a great executive
You
producer.
better eat those goddamn scallops.
It's
You gonna let me taste these
$9.99
scallops, you
for
better
four
eat
For
these
four
people.
scallops.
people. Oh, that's pretty good.
Baby, we
Yes.
should go find 2 other people
Hmm.
that don't know that it's $9.99 for 4 people and have them pay like $5 each. And then we'll just eat for free.
Done. I like how you think, Michi.
I'm really thinking about this though, because really I haven't eaten all day. Dave, is Dave even here? He knows
We
why.
had stuffed pretzels.
I had 4.
Yes,
4
a
little
stuffed pretzel
pretzels.
bite.
Breaker steak and lube. I think Ubi might be smoking that stuff. You better not be smoking that stuff and going to work,
Lube.
because you know
Is
you
it
building
lube
those Malibus.
things?
And we don't need a Chevy Malibu recall after somebody dies because it blew up because you at work. All I don't have a button for it, but
The Chevy factory is the modern day post office.
well, I'm about to go Chevy on y'all. Lewis said they have bomb onion rings.
Oh,
You know
see?
what? Another thing about onion rings, though, I love them, but they give me I don't know why onion rings, and why do I have a small?
You need some gas X.
It's not gas,
Oh,
It gives you heartburn.
not heartburn.
heartburn? Oh, the poopies.
It gives me the watery squirts.
Oh, okay.
Lewis said I'm on that Dick Gregory and that Slim Slow. Oh,
Wait, what's the Dick Gregory? Are those cookies? Oh,
no,
wait,
it's
that's
like
famous Amos. That's
it's
Dick
a
Gregory.
bohemian. It's like some type of bohemian diet from the 70s or something.
Oh, okay.
Remember when Robin Harris was like, man, he on that Dick Gregory. So Quaker
Sound like a
Steak
cookie diet to me.
and Lube is a wing place. Sounds horrible.
Sounds
Lube is a wing place?
I bet they opened it in an old gas station.
That's what I'm saying. It sounds like you can get your gas in your tank and some hot
And some
wings
lube.
in the same place. Yep. A oil change and a 9-piece hot
And
wing.
some lube. Okay.
Or the way Ubi be acting at work, she might need it. So,
Mm.
okay, Ubi, I'm gonna tell him. So Ubi sent me a message and said, "Why this old man bring me back a corn dog from the gas station across the street?" And I was like, "Ubi, you better not eat that. You're gonna end up like Bill Cosby's girls."
Oh.
So last night I was like, "Ubi, promise me that you didn't eat that corn dog." She was like, "I bit it, but then I put the rest of it in my purse."
So, what about my
Oh,
mac?
she bit it. She bit it in front of him.
Yeah, and then put the rest in her purse.
Oh, yeah. Well, at least she was being nice.
I have a
Babe.
Nickelodeon mac.
Wait.
Baby, is that you?
Doreen, yeah, because that's not me. I'm being still.
I know. She over here like Bernard Shaw during Desert Storm.
It's windy over here.
Baby, what are you doing?
What do you... I got ants in my pants. I've been drinking Mountain Dew.
Is she sitting outside?
No,
No.
she's on the couch. No, she's in the bed.
Oh, that's why she's in the
I'm
bed.
somewhere in the house.
You're in bed, you can just sit still. And there you go drinking. If it's already making you fidgety,
It's either this or you calling me coffee white.
Listen, I'm sitting over here being so still, trying to make sure it's not me.
and I'm noticing how still Gentry's being. She's like,
Yeah, I'm trying
like
to
a
notice.
roach when
Yes,
the light
I'm like,
pushes. I thought
being
she
so
had
still
froze.
trying to make sure it's not me. I don't want Ike after me.
I was like, I thought Gentry's Wi-Fi went out. Let me see. All right, baby, you okay?
I'm okay. I think we're good now. We can proceed.
Okay, well, this is your commercial.
All right.
I don't like that delay, but D Cup Customs, everybody. This is my lovely wife's business. Buy some stuff from her and Tia. This is what y'all should do. You should buy some stuff from Tia and then find similar stuff from Doreen, and then you can test the quality, and you'll see that both of them are high quality items, and we don't accept returns
We don't mess around.
and no store credit, none of that. So
None of
once
that.
you buy it, it's yours, but you don't need to return it because they're both quality pieces of work. And as they say in Philadelphia,
You better eat those goddamn scallops. You gonna have me pay for these scallops? You better eat some scallops.
all right, babe, you ready for your segment?
Yes. Let's play my music.
Welcome to White Girl News.
We are being
So-
so efficient today.
Look at us go.
They make us bigger though. Okay, white girl,
So-
proceed.
In White Girl News, there is the newest hubbub is there is a water bottle, not scandal, but battle between Stanley and Owala. So everybody knows Stanley's, right? Stanley's is like the hottest and greatest thing. However, Owala is now coming in and creating some hubbub and starting to create a battle with Stanley.
You don't
So
say.
I know, crazy. But Owalas don't have handles. They're just like a straight up water bottle. So somebody went and did a Owala versus Stanley test to see which ones. There we go. The Owala is, well, for me, it's my left is the Owala, no handle. The one on the right is the Stanley. Just to do a comparison to see which one is actually better. And she just, here's a few little snippets. She said the Owala was the winner for keeping your beverage cold. So the Owala kept the beverages colder than the Stanley because the Stanley is only double insulated and the Owala is triple insulated.
Oh,
I know. She said, however, the Stanley is designed for hot liquids, whereas the Owala is not designed for hot liquids. So it'll keep your stuff cold, but you better not put your coffee in it.
that doesn't make sense though. If it's
I
even
know.
more insulated, how?
Which one is more expensive?
I believe she said they were pretty close. She paid $35 for the Stanley, but the Stanley was a 30 ounce. But I know Stanley's, and 25, I think she said, for the Owala, but that was only a 20 ounce.
Oh, okay.
But I know Stanley's can get pretty expensive, especially for the because Stanley now gets into the whole designer and the specialty ones and the collectibles, and it's like a whole thing.
Because my daughter buys those expensive insulated cups. Like I know my youngest daughter probably has 2 or 3 of those Owalas.
The Owala.
And my other daughter has it begins with an H.
Oh,
I can't remember the name
is
of
another
it.
one too joining the club?
Yeah,
Well,
it's been
I'm
around for a
surprised
while
that-
too.
Why aren't they buying them from Doreen and Tia?
Yeah.
They don't have them decorated. They just get them from the store. But I should send them to Doreen and have them decorated. But
See?
y'all, I'm up here like they have all these fancy cups. I'm like, I don't know why y'all can't just use an old Taco Bell,
Because that's not
old Taco
cool.
Bell cup like I do.
That is not nearly as cool. You have to be cool when you're their age.
So you saying when you go to Whataburger and you get that little cup, you don't use it for like 2 or 3 days?
No.
I do.
I guess I'm different.
And by
I've
the
had
way,
one
I
for a
will,
couple of weeks one time, so
That's what I'm talking about,
the
right?
glue started coming off them.
I'm the only hood person in my house, though.
Well, another thing that Tia said that was in our notes and she just put it in here like the little white girls are using the Owalas. She said the church that she was at, like 75% of the people were using the Owalas, and all of the rhythmics and rhythmic adjacents were using Stanleys.
see, I never even heard of an Owala until like very recent. I knew about the Stanleys, but not the Owalas.
But you
So
ingrained with the rhythmics.
maybe.
They don't share stuff with you anymore.
By the way, I was told this week at the swap meet talking about age. I
Mhm.
shocked the crap out of somebody when I told them I was 50. They told me I looked like I was in my mid 30s. And I was
I
like,
forgot you
oh,
were 50.
Doesn't that feel great?
what?
No, I don't think about it.
Yeah, 50. And she's like, you are not. I was like, well, that's what my driver's license says. So that's why I got to still act like the cool kids, which is
Well, you
why I
said
wear
Stanley,
these,
yeah.
sparkly hats.
But that's an old lady's hat.
No, it's a cool kid's hat. It says queen.
Erica said RTIC from Houston are amazing.
What's RTIC?
I was trying to think of a name for it, but
Oh, Yetis. Yes, Ubi. I've heard of Yetis. I have heard of
mm,
Yetis.
I don't know. I'm not on it today. I can't come up with something for those initials. But is that your white girl news baby for today?
That is my white girl news. So
Um,
the
uh, uh,
battle is on. The battle is on. So
okay, Kaleo, I'm gonna do that. When I send my daughters the mugs, I'm at their Stanley. See, I call them mugs. When I send
yeah.
my daughters their Owalas and they don't have Stanleys. I actually have a Stanley, but somebody bought it for me because they got tired of me, drinking out of the fast food cups.
Out of the fast food.
Um,
You don't have you
use
have a
the
manly.
use the WRSC code.
So the person who wrote the article said the Owala overall won for her, but she said she also did love her Stanley, but her Owala was the winner. So
I need a handle. I need a
well,
handle.
I know. See,
I would
that's what
drop that
I like
Owala.
having a handle,
Yeah.
but I might have to get an Owala now.
Maybe.
I have a Stanley.
Yes, that's that.
Talking about having a Stanley. Can you see it? Or is it like not? Here's my
Your
Stanley.
your Darth Vader one.
There we go.
Oh, nice.
Oh, there you go. It says Stanley. It's my Darth Vader Stanley. See, so I do have a Stanley.
I mean, I had one, but it's not mine anymore, apparently. Oh, I get it now. Arctic.
Oh, Arctic.
That's
Okay.
clever. Of course, Erica will have that in her upper crust neighborhood. Let me see, girl. That's an old. See, even Ubi said it. That's an old lady's hat. It's a cute old lady's hat, though. That's the hat that the ladies who know where all the good sales are. That's what they
Clean.
wear.
Well, see, that's why I should wear it then.
Or play slot machines.
And I think Kaleo came up with the acronym, understanding what the acronym is.
Uh-oh.
So pronounce Arctic. Okay.
I love the way Khalil spelled Cancun. Let me go ahead and pin that one.
It's so lascivious or
He
lascivious.
corrected himself.
He spelled it so lasciviously.
Oh, Jesus Christ. There's so much stuff in the chat. And I'm all weak and dizzy because I haven't eaten anything.
We can
I'm
go
not picking
wild.
anything that can't do hot and cold. The stuff that Doreen does hot and cold.
Mine do
So-
hot and cold.
So where are the QR codes? Yeah, Ubi, so go here. No, that's something else. Oh, and while I'm looking for it, the culture on Thursdays, everybody, at whatever time it is.
Culture.
It's noon Pacific, so it must be 2 Central.
It's
See
too
how I do that?
central.
How I
Mhm.
know
we-
time zones?
Are we
Well,
attacking
look how
any
you
more
do that. You're
animals?
such a smart man.
Are we attacking any more animals this week?
No, but we might have to answer for that on this
Oh.
next episode of the culture. So we'll
Okay.
see.
All right.
I do have an appointment. I'll be home before it starts. So, and
Okay.
a word from our sponsor.
All right. Here are our guys.
It's the boys.
The WRSE podcast, where sneaker culture and pop culture collide. Catch them on Thursdays at 9:30 Eastern here on YouTube.
Can't even find their QR code. There it is. They need a button too. But
No, Michin, I know it's so disconcerting when you're using something that you're not used to using like every day, like going from your working on the laptop when you're used to the
know.
desktop. Oh my
'Cause
goodness.
I know y'all can't see it, but I keep putting my hands down on the tray with the keyboard
Yeah.
It's like I'm trying to hog tie people in.
I don't know how to hog tie people. What would I hog tie?
So yeah, check out WRSE, y'all. They again, they were our inspiration. That's why we are here, partially. The other reason we'll show you at the end of the show. But now we move into the Generation X topic of the week. Ooh, Lord.
Houston, it's on fire.
It's on fire.
Houston's on fire.
Let me say something really quick.
Mm-hmm.
Tia and I, we talk like all the time about this, and we could do a show every week that's 2 or 3 hours long about some nonsense that's going on in Houston.
Yeah.
But like this last week, it's been off the chain. But I'll let you go ahead and it's your city. Why are y'all like this?
I just think it's so funny how this AI, how this family, if my family ran into this family in the street, we would go, oh my God, they look just like us.
Like on Seinfeld.
But it's not us. You know what I'm saying? Like AI, why'd y'all like just use our face? All right. So I don't know if you guys heard, but Texas officials shut down 6 massage parlors in the Houston and Dallas area. Allegedly, the massage parlors were allegedly linked to sexual services.
Oh.
And my response is only 6?
Weren't they owned by the same person?
Yeah, they were owned by the same
By the
person.
same.
So they were owned by P&L Massage Therapy, if anybody wants to write that down.
Oh.
June 16th, they closed the massage parlor. I didn't write his name down, but it was owned by the same person.
Well, I have a video for us.
Okay.
Oh.
Let me see. Which one am I going to?
Which one? You got multiples?
I have 2, and just because one reminded me of Daydreamer a little bit, so let's go to this one.
Is in this plaza here on the north side of town. One of them is the Sand Massage Spa, where alleged human trafficking activity has been taking place. Its immediate shutdown made possible due to a law that was passed last year.
Real bad, especially kids around here and everything.
Gilbert Ortiz just learned of the sudden spa shutdown. He lives nearby.
You never know what else could come over here.
The Texas Department of Licensing and Regulation ordered the closure of this massage parlor for at least 6 months after inspectors discovered potential evidence of human trafficking. House Bill 3579 gives the state the authority to halt the operation of any massage establishment if human trafficking is suspected. In the case involving Sand Massage Spa, inspectors found lingerie used in open condoms and an absence of client consultation documents.
So I don't think
condoms and
I'm not going to play the second one, but I bet when Gilbert got home, his wife was watching and he was like, Gilbert, what were you doing down at the massage parlor?
He was like, I was on my way to the post office. And she was like, the post office is 2 miles away from that.
I saw
I was on my way to the post office. I go to the post office in that direction every time.
The news trucks were there.
You know what? When Gilbert said that, I got something. I bet the next commercial he heard was,
hey parents, are you tired of using a belt? They can hurt your wrist. Do you think switches are too old-fashioned? Well, save the trees. Are you looking for a way to give your children the ass whooping they need and deserve? Well, I've got something for you. Mac Bro Skillets.
There we go. I was waiting for that part.
Okay.
Why would he even go on the news?
That's what I'm talking about. What am we being interviewed for? He was like, what? As he said. No, I didn't know they were doing that in here. Somebody come here.
Shiny.
Yeah, I come here at least twice a week. I had no idea.
He got cash in his pocket, so he can't be traced. That damn Gilbert.
Okay.
Gilbert.
Okay, beehivers. Okay, men of the beehive. If you are ever in the Houston area, I just want you to, I'm going to say the name of these places so you can steer clear of Massage Invite off of Highway 6.
Oh, Invite.
Massage Pro in Spring, and Healing Garden Massage in Katy. Yeah.
Wow.
They said Roland walked out during the raid, and then out like Grandpa Simpson. I remember that when he went to the bordello. No, the bordello was the one they didn't find out about. He went to the brothel. He was like doo 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 doo, and Bart was working at the door. And he just turned around and walked out. That gets
Oh, that's what that GIF is. Okay, okay.
Aaron's radio show. Thank you for dropping in.
Don't say my name, Alfred.
That's when Roland walked into the house of ill repute. Let me see. Lewis says, steer clear, girl. If you don't furnish that address and stop playing. Well, I did see an update. They reached out to him and he decided he just wasn't gonna. It was a 6-month ban. He was like, I'm not dealing with it anymore. So he just quit.
Basically, he's gonna come back under a new name, and all these shops are gonna open up under new management, and they're still gonna be his. He's just gonna come under a new name, which is sad because honestly, like Houston and like this area of Texas is like really high for sex trafficking. Like it's the sex traffickers corridor, they call it.
Watch under the LLC. The managing partner is going to be Bendel K.
Bendel K.
What's your next one?
All right, so let's go into what happened. I'll let you go ahead and play the video, but it's what happened off of I-45, and I just want to say north because I live on the south side of town, and our traffic cannot handle what happened here in Houston.
We have a lot going on this afternoon. Scattered showers across Houston.
This is a very active scene at this point. You can hear sirens behind me. This entire area of 45 north and southbound is blocked off. This is in Cypress Wood, near the Cypress Wood area. And if you take a look at this scene right here, these shields that Harris County Sheriff's Office officers are using to create this barricade. Right behind there is where we're told this woman is sitting in a lawn chair. We actually have a photo of that if we want to bring that photo up. We're told that this elderly woman is sitting in a lawn chair armed with a pistol and was expressing some suicidal thoughts, saying some suicidal things. So the crisis intervention team is out here. If we bring it back to the scene here and we pan to the left just a little bit, we can see that we have a sniper set up along with another one of those shields. Of course, this is a precautionary measure. That sniper getting a water right now.
Stop. Sniper it's so common. You just drinking water with a sniper rifle.
18-year-old lady in a lawn chair. I mean,
so guys, this is up north, close to where Erica lives. Okay, but it is it is I-45 north. But let me tell you, like Houston traffic is nothing to play with. So as much as I was like, oh man, come on. Is she really backing up traffic that much? Because y'all, this was a 5-hour long standoff. And then when I found out it was north, way up there where Eric is, I was like, oh, okay. Let me pray for this lady. But y'all, this happened 4 days ago. And she literally caused a crash on the freeway. So traffic could stop, got in front of the vehicle, and then sat in a lawn chair with a weapon in her hand and just waited. And so the police, the sheriff's department, and the negotiators had to kind of talk her down. But yeah, it was 5 hours of her being there.
How'd they get her to move? They talked her down?
Well, yeah, because they brought one of the negotiators in, and eventually they talked to her. But mental health, mental health is a real thing.
It's actually sad. I read the rest of it, and she was going through it. And if I wasn't so afraid, that could have easily been me. They would shot me.
Tell us what she was going through, Michi. What were some of the things?
I just know they said she was going through it, and they were hugging her at the end.
Aww.
Yeah, I couldn't find out exactly what her issues were, so I thought maybe you knew. Okay,
maybe it's a HIPAA thing, and they can't tell us about her.
I'm gonna pull out a lawn chair and just hit it out on top of Las Vegas Boulevard and just sit out there right on the strip.
People mad, yeah.
I know we're joking about it and everything, but yeah, it's sad that she's going through whatever she's going through mentally to the point that she's going to sit on one of the most dangerous highways in the world. That's like an Afghanistan highway, but
she didn't give a shit.
With lanes. It's because you see all the bumpers on the. You all right? You yawning and.
I know. I'm tired. I'm trying to stay awake for Wild Wings.
I'm telling you, I don't even know how they closed off traffic because we have some of the largest freeways in the United States. Like, so like traffic was going around her finally before they eventually like closed it off.
Well, she had that thing on her, so once they saw that, they were like, "Uh-oh, let me go ahead and exit off of Main Street."
Michi, where am I from? Every third car had that thing on them. So
because I'm from Houston.
Every third car had that thing on them. So that was not the concern.
That's a fair point.
Yeah.
Well, we do have one more thing, and I can't believe this happened. Do you want me to just play it?
Yes, please.
Okay. Whew.
Stop. Oh my God.
I want to thank y'all for loving me. If ever I fall, I know y'all catch me.
Beyonce almost fell out of her car.
Is she wearing that unitard?
Oh, she wearing it. She wearing that unitard.
So, Gentry,
Boy,
how y'all almost killed Beyonce?
That's what I'm talking about. The epitome of grace under pressure. Like, she did that and then got back on the stage and was cool as a fan. Yeah, we would have our queen. We would have rioted. They let something happen to Beyonce. People would have been down there. I'll catch her. 100 people with their hands. Tell me, everybody put their hands up.
She ain't gonna fall. They gonna catch her.
The thing that got me was they wouldn't even worry about. There's a car. The car's gonna fall first, and y'all trying to catch Beyonce.
About the car falling.
Nope. And I would have been there. I would have been like, "Oh, we gotta catch Beyonce."
That was an old Cadillac too. So that's probably one that Ubi's granddaddy worked on. So it's probably killed some people before anyway.
It's covered in velvet. That's one of those GMs.
The Ubi DeVille.
That's one of those cars those old postal workers used to drive.
And drinking. I don't know why there's always so much going on in Houston. I mean, this could go from being 3 the hard way to just Houston the hard way, because we could do a 5-hour show every day.
Listen,
every day almost.
I know, because our local news is so entertaining. It is so entertaining. Like, I could barely, and it's always depending on what's going on, especially if you want to hear about a shooting, a stabbing, or something like that. It's always going to be at least the same 3 or 4 sides of town.
Mm-hmm.
And it's so common that they do it after like feel good stories. Like, Earl Glenn shot somebody else again, right? And Tristan Glenn had a birthday party today.
Right, exactly. But I'm just glad that our queen is safe and that nothing happened to her, because we would have been disastrous. It would have been disastrous. It would have been embarrassing, and we would have all been devastated.
Well, and Daydreamer just said something that it's the truth, and it's going to set him free. Whoever would have dropped her would have been in prison with Selena's manager. Is she getting out soon?
I don't know.
Is she?
I think so. We have somebody getting out of jail too. He's supposed to be in for 25 years.
Yeah.
This some bitch might be getting out next year. Let's save that for next week, because
we'll save that for
next
myself
week.
Okay.
And then let me see, Ubi's been talkative tonight. She must have had a little drink in her. They would have climbed on top of each other to make a human tower to get her down. Stop playing.
Yes. We love B.
That's why y'all almost killed her. Take it from me. You don't get any real help in behavioral centers. I remember that conversation. I'm gonna go ahead and pin that, and we'll move right along. And not Earl. See, y'all remember that day I was telling y'all about the first real fight I had with Daniel Jackson in 3rd grade?
Oh my God.
This is who I didn't know Daniel was in jail. I put them things on him and messed his life up. All right, y'all, that's pretty much the end of our show, but we are taking a little vacation. So let's go ahead and look at that. From my notes. Join Kendall B, Snarky Mac, and the rest of the Beehive for a fantastic getaway to the beautiful Excellence Riviera Cancun, May 9th through the 16th, 2026. It's a minimum 3 day, so if you can't do that whole week, just pick 3 days to come hang out with us. Enjoy this luxurious, adults-only all-inclusive resort where fine dining, craft cocktails, and the warm Riviera Maya vibes are included. All rooms are suites, 10 restaurants, 13 bars, 6 pools, 3 whirlpools, a spa, gym, and more. All located steps away from the Caribbean Sea. Book your minimum 3-night stay, hang out for all 7. I already said that. No deposit required. Room choice based upon availability. And if you go to I didn't do it, I'm going to put the thing up at the end where there's the promo code on the website, and you can save a little money. And mention the code and the Kill the Beehive in the comments as well, so Excellence knows that you are with us. Capiche?
Capiche.
Capiche.
And
I love that no deposit required.
Yeah, that's
well, as long as you have the code.
They must have a lot of rhythmic travelers. Remember when, like, it wasn't stop laughing. It wasn't Columbia House, but when you used to buy those records from BET and you could do COD, like cash on delivery. Who has cash on delivery? That was crazy work.
I guess it must have worked because they had it. That was around for decades.
Well, and since we're talking about traveling and we're talking about Houston, you know, Snarky and Kendall were in Houston a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
And Kendall was trying to get in that door.
What's he trying to get in that door?
His key wouldn't work.
He got it to work though.
He got it to work. I have a video too of how he got it to work. He didn't show him opening it, but you could see the frustration when he was trying to open that door.
Oh.
He was trying to put it in it, but and that is my contribution for the button. One more time. Let's see how he tried to get in that. Yeah.
Yeah, poor Kendall.
But anyway, he is the godfather. He is the other reason that we are here besides Kaleo. If not for Kendall, we wouldn't have met Kaleo. If not for Kaleo, we wouldn't be here. So thank the godfather for everything. Please meet us in his chat on the show tomorrow morning. Gentry can say that stuff while I find the QR code.
Yeah, if you like this show, meet us on Station Head and follow the Kendall B Show. Download the Station Head app. He is on from Monday through Fridays, 9 a.m. to 12 a.m. Eastern. 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. Eastern.
Yep. And if you don't have a subscription to Apple Music or Spotify, you can listen on Blast. Download that app and you can listen for free.
Yeah.
And let's just watch him try to open this door one more time.
Did he give up and stand next to the door?
He just gave up.
AI is so weird.
It's what it is.
It's frustrating. All right, so you young ladies have any departing words?
I would just
very efficient.
I would just like to say, since I'm assuming somebody might be on here for the 4th of July, but in case not, I hope everybody has an amazing 4th of July holiday, because we won't get to see you guys before then. So Please don't blow off any body parts with any sort of fireworks.
That's true. That's true. Have an amazing 4th.
Have an
And
amazing 4th of July.
just like what we talked about the trip, I hope all of the Beehive, as many members of the Beehive that can come, I hope they try to make their way out there. Oh, and another thing. Please hit that like button.
I love it. There's our little sign. Hit
Please
that
hit that like button and subscribe.
And subscribe.
Hope we all do well. And I miss one of the Daydreamers. I bet COD was suspended because Houston mailmen were getting caught. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, the Houston mailmen were probably robbing people because they knew the people ordering the stuff had cash on them. So they beat the people up and took the money and kept the records. You know how many people walk around with Mighty Clouds of Joy records?
Oh, God.
So look who was quiet. She didn't want me to hit that button.
Michelle.
So thank you,
Hey,
Michelle, for sneaking in.
But y'all, thanks for being with us today.
Yeah, thank you guys. And we are out of here. I do have one announcement though. So not this Thursday, but next Thursday, I will be sitting in for the lovely Kendall B. I didn't tell Doreen or Gentry yet because I know Doreen doesn't like to get up sometimes.
What day is this?
Thursday. Not
this Thursday?
No, next Thursday.
Next Thursday.
Wait, Doreen, listen, we got a whole what's this? A week's head?
We got a whole week.
Yeah, because remember the last time we found out the night before?
Right.
Well,
we were told the night before. So maybe.
Well, and the Snarky said, don't forget your goodie bag on the way out. See, baby, you have to start coming to the show so you're in on these inside jokes. And yeah, we're not going to go over, but I just have to say that we are also starting the No Skips Marathon on Thursday. Our show will be the first one in the weekend long marathon. Right, Feifei? So, yeah, we just have to figure out how we're going to do our version of it.
So not this Thursday, but next Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And Friday, not this Friday, next Friday, I will be sitting in for the lovely, the indubitable, the vicious
All right.
because Kaleo
that's awesome.
is doing Kindle slot, so I will be doing the abstract.
Okay.
Nice.
You call it the extract.
Well, maybe it will be a what's our show? Gentry.
Gen the hard way.
Gen Pop, Earth.
Gen Pop, yeah, Gen Pop. So that is it. We have a busy week coming up next week, and thank you guys again for hanging out with us, letting us hang out with you. And you have been listening to.
You are listening to 3 the Hard Way with the Real Estate Poppy, everyone's favorite Doreen, and
I know that ain't who I think it is.
the Vice Queen of H-Town, Jen Glenn.
Love you guys and see you later.
Love y'all. Bye.
Yeah. Tuesday night. And the time is right. Got no time to play. Feel the harmony.